Alright, we're back with more of Avernum Escape from the Pit. This time we're in the Stagnant tunnels, which is in the Waterfall Warren. So let's explore. The tunnel opens up on a section of river long ago cut off from the tumultuous rapids outside. This water in here has long been still and stagnant, and a foul smell pervades the place. You have to fight to keep from gagging. In front of you, you see several human skeletons, surrounded by the mostly rotted wreckage of some small boats. A large group of people met an unpleasant fate in these caves. Only the intense cold has kept them from entirely rotting away. Oh god. I can imagine. Looking across the water, you see a pair of amazingly realistic statues. They are both the same, an ogre bearing an expression of extreme surprise. Why would anyone put a bunch of statues down here? Strange. You know, considering what we've already faced so far, I highly doubt those statues were put down here by humans. The pale shade of a human hides in this tunnel. The ghost wears armor bearing the insignia of the Empire Army. The armor is very old-fashioned. Nobody has worn armor like that for over 100 years. When she sees you, she seems confused. You, alive, human, been here so long. What are you doing here? I long to be outside again, in the sun. I don't want to spend forever in these tunnels. How long have you been hiding? Oh, it has been so many years, centuries. The forest must be so beautiful. The ghost waits in the shadows, staring at you. Her translucent face shows no emotion. What can you tell me about these tunnels? Curse these caverns. Curse the day they sent us to clean them of vermin. Triple curse Stroney for taking us to explore them. Clean these caves of what? Of the monsters, the lizard things, the demons, the snakes, gremlins, eye beasts, and such. They sent us down, but there weren't enough of us. I sense the deaths, one by one. You can do that when you're dead. We all die. Every last one of us. What were you trying to explore? We went to explore these rapids. Foolish. We were split up. My group got beached here. Some of us stayed to fix the boats. No materials. Some of us went to look around. I sensed them die. Tell me about Thralny. Curse him for ordering us down here. He promised us we would be safe. Forced to go when we would not of our own free will. He said his magic would save us. As you can see, it didn't. I was murdered. Was Thralny a mage? No, but he had an orb. When rubbed, the holder and several others could fly for a short time. Too short and for too few to help us. It was a famed and remarkable item. It's gone now. Who murdered you? Thralny, by bringing me here. A basilisk caught me unawares. Froze me, held me in place, and then its teeth. I felt it all. There are basilisks here? Yes, they are long extinct above ground. They freeze you. You will be next. What was an Empire soldier even doing in Avernum in the first place? I was no soldier. I was an explorer. Avernum? I'm confused. What is this Avernum? Why would we say this option only because he's clearly been dead for like over 100 years? So she's not even going to be familiar with people even be exiled to the caves. So I'm just going to say this. This is what we call these caves. They are our home. Really? That is passing strange. When we came here, there were no humans at all. We are the first expedition. The first expedition? Our wizard discovered these caves. Exciting. Very exciting. So we were all whisked down here by magic. We were the first expedition to explore these caves. The first humans to see them. But it didn't work out. We all died, slain by lizardmen and basilisk. And worse. Is there anything I can do to free your spirit? No, I am held here, trapped by the Dark One, the master of. You feel a sudden chill. No, it senses you. It is waiting. I can talk no more. The shade turns from you and grows very faint. Something here has been alerted to your presence. Get back in the boat then. Typhus Many Eyes. Oh dang, another one of these eye beasts. I think Arcane Blow is a lightning base, so I don't think it's going to affect him, but let's see anyway. Yeah, he's immune. It's a lightning base spell. Probably could have used Battle Frenzy, but oh well. Okay, remember for Ibeast, they're immune to lightning, but you can hit them with everything else. Healing Elixir. We are getting plenty of good loot out of this still. Ooh, hardiness is always useful. Yeah, I'm putting that on, because hardiness is always going to be useful. And Priest can wear armor, so I'll put that other steel helmet on him. Or Basilisk, which are really no problem at this point, honestly. So yeah, the cool thing about this game in particular is that there are many different paths you can go on with it. Even though there's obviously like a set like storyline and canon choices, stuff like that. But you can still make a few different like decisions on the way, like where to go and what to do, stuff like that. Okay, that was just another win there. There is a well in the small chamber. A moist wind bearing a foul, unsettling smell wafts slowly from it. You shine your light into it, but you can't see the bottom. You throw a rock into its depth and listen, but you don't hear it hit. The sides of the well are far too steep to climb down. A very interesting geological feature, but there isn't much you can do here. Yeah. Probably not worth the risk anyway. Another one of those IVs too. We may not be able to do Arcane Blow, but we can do Fire Blast. kill that fool. We'll give the invulnerability potion to her. Keep the elixir for him. Let's go ahead and dispel this barrier here. Ooh, another energy elixir, nice. You find a scene of intense destruction. A tunnel leads out of the cavern to the east. Someone set off a trap down there. The flames from the resulting explosion poured into this realm. Most of the supplies on the bodies have rotted or rusted away. A few items do remain, though, a final testimony to the quality of the armor workmanship of the Empire Army. The most interesting thing, though, to your greedy adventurer's eyes, is a glint of light in the southeast corner of the cave. There's something shiny back there, just visible under one of the bodies. You find the body of a mage. The explosion blasted him across the room. His robe is charred, but you can still see the complex symbols that mark his precise rank in the hierarchy of Empire mages. There is something underneath him, still held in a skeletal hand. You push the body aside, revealing a crystal orb about 5 inches across. It glows with a faint light. It's an artifact of some sort, and its power has been left undiminished by its many years here. Alright, now we have the Orb of Throne, one of those rare artifacts that can't be dropped or sold. Oh, dang, we can't remove that barrier, really? We can do that. And we found a crumbling lich. You know, two can play at that game. That is such BS, though, that they're stunned. They got stunned because of that. Yeah, melee attacks automatically stun your group. That is bull. That's such bull right there. Fortunately, Noah and Beatrix will be just fine here. First expedition Greaves. 1 to strength, 2 to gymnastics. I don't really have a use for gymnastics, but that bonus to strength is still good. Yeah, we're gonna put those on. Ah, that's still too much for him, though. Let's go ahead and keep the Ward of Elements so we don't always use our spell energy. Oh, cool, we can... Just to dispel that barrier with no problem and then get that stuff. Knowledge of the spell Fire Blast, we gain more. The Lich's spellbook contains a variety of magical rituals, each drawn out in a very archaic and strange script. You can decipher the simpler instructions, but have no luck figuring out the more complex spells. Thanks to the parts you do understand, those of you with skill in pre-spells learn all the first 7 spells at level 2. Only spells you can still pay to improve at trainers are increased. Alright, pretty much the same, only for mage spells this time, so you got quite a bit of bonuses here, nice. Alright, this has regenerating, which is going to be very handy. Yeah, that is very good. And here we have some gremlins. Alright, I wonder now that the Lich is dead, we can go back to Ghost. Is there anything I can do to free your spirit? No, I am held here, trapped by the Dark One? Is it gone? You have freed me? Yes, at last my spirit will rise. I will see the sun, and I will be burned away. At last. The shade starts to rise. Her spirit flows through the stone ceiling, and she is gone. Well, good deed done to freeing a spirit. Okay, now I wonder with the Orb of Throne in our hands now, if we will get some unique dialogue. I forgot who gave us the Orb of Throne quest, though, if I'm being honest. I think it was someone in the castle that gave us the Orb of Throne quest. I forgot who. I know there was a guy back at Motrax's cave who said he was looking for it. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna head back to Motrax's cave, see if he has any unique dialogue for us. Okay, that's not it. That's for Mello. Okay, pretty much the same dialogue as before. Bit of a bummer. It would have been nice to show him Ronnie's orb and get some unique dialogue out of him. let's head back to Solberg real quick and see if we can get a couple more spells. Okay, perfect. We are able to buy Arcane Summon and Cloak of the Arcane for Beatrix. Summons one huge, dangerous creature to fight for you. Makes your group spells more effective. You can only have one cloak at once. Okay, and now we just need these spells, which we haven't learned yet. Let's head back to Castle real quick, see if we get unique dialogue from the person that I know gave us the Orb of Throne quest. I don't want to talk to them either. That was a misclick. I thought there was a guy who gave us this quest, so... I thought there was some guy in the castle that gave me the quest, but can't really find him now. But you know what? I do remember somebody in one of the towns mentioning Chuck at Silvar had an idea about the slits, so let's go ahead and talk to him real quick. I heard you saw an island with lots of slits on it. Huh? Oh, yeah, the Sliss boss lives in this big, huge island fort. His name is Thesis. Saw it while running away once. For a moment, his mind seems to clear. You know, we saw the south side of the fort. Some of it were going into it there. Funny thing, though, we never saw a door there. They must have some secret entrance to the south. And that is all he says to you. He resumes drinking himself into a stupor. And yes, that's what, when I was talking with somebody who was also familiar with this game, they said that they say his name as Sithis, like an actual hiss, which to me makes a lot more sense than Essis, which I was calling him before. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the boat in Katra. Head on over to that Slith Castle, and we will be taking on Sithis. So yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense as far as pronouncing his name instead of Essis, like I was saying before. So I will remember that for future reference. You stand outside a dark castle. It has been burrowed into an enormous fire of black basalt. The corridor is winding and twisting through its core, and it's filled with barbarian Slicericae, the foes of Avernum. You can hear them in there, eating, working, chanting. You occasionally hear an agonized reptilian hiss as the warrior falls in a duel. This is the fortress of Sithis, leader of the tribe, sworn foe of Avernum. If Avernum is to ever be safe, he will need to be destroyed. To reach him, however, you will have to fight past or somehow sneak past many, many guards. You can only hope that there is a way in beside the front gate. But we actually found the back entrance here. So, we're going to head in through this way. So with that in mind, I'm going to save the game right here, and I will see you all very soon in the next part.